So today we are diving into an essential yet often overlooked topic, sleep. Okay. So let me share my screen. Please make me post. Okay.
Share now.
Yes. Sleep, the underrated health hero, right? So let's learn about how disrupted sleep impacts your health and weight and steps to improve your sleep quality. Okay. For your body, it's not a break. Okay. The night, whatever the sleep you are getting, it's not a break. It's time to when your body and brain performs critical functions. It has so many things to do when you're sleeping. Okay. What all the things can happen when you're sleeping? Your body is repair. Body will help you to repair your tissues, and it will help you to balance hormones, consolidates memories. Like if you see many of the people, if they are not slept well, so their memory will be very poor, right? And regulates energy level. Obviously, without proper sleep, the energy goes very down, and it also boosts immunity and enhances mood, supports better uh, decision making. Okay, so that means the sleep is very important for us. All the activities are dependent on sleep. So many of us are neglected very often, sacrificing it for like our work or maybe entertainment purpose or any social activities. So when it comes to entertainment, like one of my client used to tell, like when she was on the program, before she starting the program, I was checking with her. So what time you are sleeping? She told me that I'm sleeping around like 1:30 or 2 a.m. So my question, I was surprised and I asked her, like, what time you are finishing your office work and why you are sleeping so late? She was telling that, so my kids will go to sleep around 10:30. After that, it's me time. So because entire day I'll be busy, and that is the only one time I can spend some time for me. So that social media, scrolling, all those things will take time. So that means that for entertainment purpose, for getting that um, social media time, so we are sacrificing our sleep. So if I ask you, like, how many hours of sleep an adult needs? So an adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Did you know that? Like we know that, but today most of the some sadhus or some influencers might say like I sleep for only 4 hours or 5 hours. I'll be fit. Yes, of course, maybe they are fit. They'll be able to handle their work very like efficiently. But the thing is, what type of stress they are going to, what type of lifestyle they are leading, what type of food intake is happening within them, for them, right? So they'll be into kind of and entirely meditating or taking very clean food and not much of stress maybe, so that might be helping them. But today's generation, there is not much of physical activity or maybe like not much of burden for our body physique, but all the things goes to our mind, right? All the stress. So like sadly a majority of people fail to meet this basic requirement of 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So let's look at the why this is a problem. Okay. Poor sleep, what it can do. So poor sleep can disturb the balance of hunger hormone. Okay, when your sleep is not good, what happens? We have in terms of our food intake, we have two types of hormones. So one is ghrelin, another one is leptin. So ghrelin is a hunger hormone, and leptin is a like feel full hormone. So when your Like sleeping, maybe body is not needed that much of energy, so it can focus on repairing the system or internal healing. So that's not required much of energy. So when you are awake and you are not sleeping, body has to focus on lot other things also. The activity, whatever you are doing, body has to focus. So that time automatically the craving for the food happens. So the ghrelin increases. When the ghrelin is increased, leptin goes down. So obviously you are going to eat food, like more food, and that can lead to what weight gain. And disrupted sleep affects insulin sensitivity as well. What happens when you eat very oftenly? So whenever we eat, insulin spikes, right? So that actually again and again you are eating, so insulin spike happens, and it can lead to weight gain. Along with that, it can lead to diabetes. So common habits that disrupt our sleep and how we can avoid them. So we learned about the problems. Now we have to look at the solutions also, right? So before going to the solutions, what the mistakes we are doing? Like maybe taking heavy meals before bedtime. Some people, like maybe they want to go to bed by 10:30. Their meal will be around 10 o'clock. So it's a wrong habit. So what happens if you are eating at that time? Your body needs like 2 to 3 hours for digestion. So if you are going to bed at that time, body will be focusing on digestion process, and you will be more knownly to awake. So body will be awake and you will not be able to sleep properly. And mobile use and blue lights. So this one from a small kid to old age people also now it has become a bad habit. So they'll use their gadgets in the like before going to the bed. So that blue lights which is coming from our mobile, so that can disrupt your sleep also, and it has a very big impact on our health. So maybe some of you have heard about the one more hormone, so melatonin. So it's not directly a sleep hormone, but that melatonin production happens when the room is very dark. Okay, or else from somewhere the light is coming, it considers that, so this is the daytime, so it's not going to do its work. So melatonin has a very big role in our health. So including boosting our immunity, or maybe working on oxidative stress, and avoiding all the cancerous. Even many of the studies have been come on in terms of melatonin, and which suggests that when melatonin production happens, it can help you to stop the growth of any kind of tumors, and it can help you to shed out the cancerous cells. So that cells whatever will be there in our body, so that is going to create cancerous cells. Okay, in everyone's body it will be there, but when you lead a healthy lifestyle, it's not going to grow. So when you are into very healthy unhealthy lifestyle for a long time with all these bad habits, so what happens? So it forms a like it grows very faster and creates a big health challenges. So that's the reason when you're focused on your sleep, and when you are getting very good sleep, obviously, and it works as an antioxidant and protects from oxidative damages. And so that's the reason before going to bed, stop using all your all your gadgets. And lack of exercise also so can lead to disrupted sleep. So like maybe for the babies and all, what they'll do nice massages, right? Morning and evening, both the times they'll do, so that baby is going to sleep aram se. That baby like sleep everyone needs in today's life, and sitting for too long during the day. So maybe all the people are sitting in front of the laptop for 8 to 10 hours. Many people will not take any break also, for only a lunch or to use the loo and all, they'll get up, or else they'll be sitting in front of the table. So that should not happen. And you mindfully, you have to focus on that, and you have to get up every half an hour once or so, and you have to be little active in terms of that to avoid all these things. So So what all the tips we can practice to get a better sleep? So what we have to do is stick to a sleep schedule. So one day, maybe in weekends, many people what they'll do. So weekend, there is no office tomorrow, tonight, movie or so many things will be going on. So they'll sleep very late. So that should not happen. Whether it is a weekend or weekdays, you have to go to bed in a fixed time, particular time, and you have to wake up at the same time. So if you follow this, what happens is automatically wherever you are, like any kind of situations you are going through, so no matter, so you're going to get the sleep at the same time. So if you follow this for at least what we call 21 days streak, or maybe 60 days, 90 days, if you follow this, it becomes a habit. Automatically your body will be tired at that time, you are going to get the good sleep. And create a relaxing bedtime. So relaxing bedtime in the sense, what all comes in that? Maybe doing a meditation for 10 minutes, or doing a deep breathing exercises, or taking a warm bath before bedtime. So it works wonderfully. So trust me. So if you are not getting good sleep, so try these tips. Okay. And optimize your sleep environment. So this is also very important. Maybe from your window, from your neighbor, some light is coming, or maybe you have the habit of switched off your internet connection. So all the pop-ups will be keep on coming. So that can disrupt your sleep. So that's the reason before you going to bed, so disconnect everything and focus on your sleep, and limit stimulants. Stimulants are like maybe taking afternoon coffee, caffeine intake, or nicotine in the evening. So just avoid that, because so that will, if you take caffeine in the evening, so that will boost your energy, and it will not let you go to bed on time. Okay. And be mindful of daytime naps. Many people will like nighttime, they'll be awake and they'll take a very good sleep in the afternoon, maybe 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours in one stretch sleep. If you do that, obviously you are not going to get good sleep in the night on time. So these all the things, just practice and know the importance of sleep, and focus on your health by following all these tips. And any other concerns, or you need more suggestions on this, please get back to the person who has invited you here, and get the solution. And here we have come to the end. So good night. So it's not good night. We have from my side, it's a good night. I have given some tips to you. Just implement and get a good night today, and follow that for your lifetime. And back to the host.